Hey AfterBuzzers, and welcome back. We are so excited to be talking about season 2 of Outcast. We are going to dive into who the mystery person was who burned down in the trailer, and we're going to get into another TV show that we think is a great recommendation for you. So if you love Outcast, you're definitely going to love this, so stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
I like this.
I feel like it's perfect for the show. Hey guys, it's Katie. I'm your host, and I have a lovely co-host right here, right next to me. Introduce yourself, girl.
Hey guys, I'm Ashley Marie.
All right, guys, and so we are going to be talking about the mystery person who we saw in the trailer that went up in flames at the very end of season 1 finale. And then we are going to be getting into Megan, who is dealing with the awful tragedy of her husband's death, Mark. And we are also going to see Kyle, who is dealing with his estranged mom, who is dying in the hospital right now. So there's a lot going on because we are covering episode 1 and 2 of season 2. So girl, I gotta know overall thoughts because we watched 2 hours. So it was a long time. Lots of stuff happened.
Yes.
What do you think? Give me your thoughts.
It's a lot of gory moments.
Yes.
That was the first thing that hit me. I mean, there were some crazy situations, like the diner lady that was all of a sudden possessed. Like that totally threw me off. But overall, I just think it was a very detailed episode 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with some of our favorite characters like Kyle, his daughter, and Kyle's mom. I'm so excited to get into that. Mm-hmm. And the doctor, right? The doctor was
creepy
so
doctor.
shady.
Yes, we are going to be talking about that.
I'm very
sure.
excited to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. I think a lot has happened, obviously, because it's been 2 episodes now. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so let's dive right in and let's get to that mystery person in the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we saw it happen at season finale of season 1. Right. We saw Reverend Anderson standing outside of the trailer, Sydney's trailer, who he put up in flames, thinking Sydney was inside.
Right. But first of all, before we get too deep into that, how crazy is it that Reverend Anderson is responsible for burning down the trailer?
I know.
And he did it with the intent to harm another person.
Right. To kill.
Right.
To kill. Intent to kill, guys.
Right. Reverend Anderson, I don't know if you know, but that's like against the Reverend rules. And it's also a felony.
Yeah, well, he does end up going to jail. So, yeah. But back to the mystery person. Did you think it was Sydney inside?
I wasn't sure. I did think so, but I wasn't 100% sure. I was kind of left in suspense as well, just like most viewers were.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure, and I'm still kind of not sure. Like, did we see someone or did we not?
Right. Well, we definitely saw someone because they did find a dead body.
Right.
But she ended up being dead for almost 30 years. Right. It was a very strange situation. So at first, I remember when the Reverend thinking that he did kill. I don't think he thought he killed Sydney. He thought he killed Aaron.
Right.
Who is his Patricia, his girlfriend, is his son, her son. So yeah, that was kind of a weird plot twist where he thought he killed his girlfriend's son because she was putting up flyers that he was missing. I mean, did you think that it was Aaron, or were you more of just like not like you didn't have anyone in mind?
I wasn't expecting Aaron. I wasn't sure who it could have been, honestly. And like I said, I'm still unsure of, who it is for sure. Because the dead body that they found in the trailer was a body that's been dead for, that's obviously been in there for a while.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, whose body is that?
Right. Who is this older woman
Right.
who has been dead for 30 years?
Yeah.
And her lips were sewn shut. So that was also another creepy weird fact.
Yeah.
Like, was it like a cult thing? Was it like a ritual? Like,
And another thing that we've seen in this first and second episode of the season was the black soot that was kind of coming out of the bodies, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, what does that represent? What does all that mean? So I can't wait to see how the story continues to unfold, because what's so suspenseful about this series is that they kind of haven't told us the whole story.
yeah, a lot of guessing, I feel like. We're constantly guessing.
Yeah.
I know episode 1, I seriously thought the whole time that Reverend killed Aaron inside. And
Yeah.
then we find out, end of season 2, that actually Aaron's still alive and he's being taken care of. So,
Right.
I mean, that, like, I definitely was shocked when I found out it was a woman and it wasn't Aaron, because, like, I was completely on board with thinking it was Aaron.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the possibility of it being Aaron?
I mean, I thought it was a little sad just because he's just a kid, you know? And I didn't want to see him die. And not
Right.
like that. Like,
Right.
Yeah. What did you think?
Well, like I
Right,
said,
yeah.
I didn't know who it could have been. So, I'm glad it wasn't Aaron. I will say that.
So we're on the same page then.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes.
Great. All right, guys. So we are having a really good conversation, but we are going to take a break real quick because Ashley has some really wonderful things to say on behalf of AfterBuzz.
Hey, AfterBuzzers! Our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button for now. And the channel, So hit that subscribe button for now for this channel, and check out our other AfterBuzz TV YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yeah, so definitely go comment, guys, because we really want to do fan shout outs. We would love that. We love hearing from our fans.
We want to talk to you guys.
Yeah, so definitely give us a shout out, guys. We want to know what you're thinking also about the episodes while we're talking about them. So, but going after that, we are going to get into Megan, because she has just been completely different. Obviously, season 2, we found out that she ended up killing her husband Mark at the end of season 1.
Yes. Aw, Megan. Poor Megan.
Megan.
I mean, she just looking at her in season 2 just made me depressed.
I didn't even recognize her at first, honestly. I was like,
Yeah.
who is this person in this bed right now?
Yeah,
like,
she definitely looked very disheveled and just sad, right?
Yeah, very out of it.
And understandably so. I mean, if you're kind of under a spell, so to speak, or under demonic influence, and that
Right.
causes you to murder your husband, and then luckily she was healed from it. Kyle, released
Right.
the demon
Yeah.
from her, and unfortunately she came to and realized that she killed her husband.
Right.
And I wonder.
crazy.
This moment kind of made me think back at like Snapped episodes. TLC has a show called, I think it's TLC has a show called
yeah?
Snapped, where it's about women killing their husbands.
Really?
And yes, and they follow the idea or the situation around the murders of the husbands, right? So at the very end of the episode, you see the women kind of remorseful in jail, in prison, etc. So this kind of reminded me of that. Although she wasn't, she's not in that situation. She's just sad and depressed.
Right.
She's kind of in her own
Personal
prison.
jail. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, right. She's in her own emotional, personal, mental jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely shocked to like when all that happened, season 1. But when she found out, like overhearing Kyle trying to cover up the murder so she would never know, I thought it was very noble of him. But at the same time, it is her husband, so I felt like he had that obligation to tell her the actual truth. You know, what did you think? Because
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I think that Kyle was doing the right thing by keeping it from her, because look at the outcome of her knowing, right? It's not positive. It's not positive for her. It's not positive for her daughter. You know, her daughter's now being neglected and not, you know, properly taken care of. And furthermore, her daughter thinks that Kyle and his daughter are, you know, responsible for making her mom sick. Yeah. Even though he was actually making her better, right? Right. Yeah. So it's kind of twisted up their family in so many ways. It's kind of just been like the domino effect. The dad passed away, and now the mom is basically, you know, like a walking corpse, right? Because she's not really present, you know, in life. She's not really in the game of life because she's so downtrodden with grief and remorse and guilt. So I would say overall, Kyle was trying to do the right thing. And I wish maybe she didn't know. But it makes for good
maybe
TV.
She wouldn't know.
I know, but it makes for good TV that she does know, because now we're like, okay, is she going to stay in this state, or is she going to, you know, come out of it and come out victorious, and you know, who knows what's to come after that.
Yeah, I mean, well, we did see her really going through a tough time. I mean, she ended up walking out towards the dock and like jumping into the water. Like, yeah. I was waiting for so long. For a second there, I really didn't think she was going to jump in. Right. Because she sat there for a while. Right. Did you think that she was like, maybe no? You're like, no, she's definitely going in, or
I definitely thought it was a strong possibility that she was going to end up in that water. But I think she had to think about it. But knowing that she had to think about it so long tells me that she's not in that deep of a depression. Like, there is some hope, right?
I think the same thing too, because then when she was underwater, you see her, she's getting darker and darker down, like she's drifting farther and farther down, and then, you know, her eyes pop open, and I think she's like remembering that she has her daughter, and like, you know, you still have a life out there. And so then you see her trying to swim back up to the top, and then, you know, she doesn't make it, but then we see someone swoop in. So who could that mystery person be?
We'll find out.
I know. Do you have any speculation so far?
I'd say, could it be Kyle?
I was thinking Kyle too.
But it's kind of like, I feel like it makes the most sense for it to be Kyle, but I feel like it would be too obvious.
Me too. Yeah. That's where I think so also. So I don't think it's going to be Kyle. I'm thinking maybe like Giles.
Oh, Chief Giles.
Yeah. Sorry. Giles.
And that was a thought of mine too. Yeah, it could be him.
Because they are staying at his home. Yeah. So I was thinking that if he like saw her way out there, maybe he could have came and grabbed her, you know, guys.
He could have been, yeah. Shout out to Chief Giles for that. If that was him.
Chief Giles. Way to be one.
Right. Way to pay attention to your house guest.
All right, and now we are going to transition into Kyle. All right, Kyle's mother, first of all. Yes. Were you shocked when they brought back his mom? Because we don't know much about his mom, right? We don't. It seems very like a very sensitive topic for Kyle. Obviously, there was some abusive. Right. She was possessed by demons at some point, or she might still be. We're not sure. We don't know. Yeah, Kyle's mom, I thought it was interesting when they brought back Kyle's mom, and what was most interesting was the fact that Kyle found himself in this hopeless position, right? Kyle's always kind of been in control. He's had this supernatural power of removing demons from people, but now he finds himself standing in the hospital. The doctor's giving this horrible report about his mom, that she's dying, that she has weeks to live, weeks to maybe just a few months at the days, like as few as a couple days to live. So he's in this hopeless situation, and he doesn't know really how to handle it. Kyle's usually the one swooping in to kind of save the day, and he has no one to save the day.
in this situation. So I thought that was a very interesting dynamic. And also kind of, you saw him trying to, well, I kind of assumed he was trying to figure out, how am I going to explain this situation to my daughter? Right. She's
like,
seen so much already. So it's like, how do I explain this to her?
Right. I mean, I think she's a big girl. Obviously, he said that she is, able to take care of herself a little bit more. Obviously, we saw that she also has powers.
Right.
The same as Kyle. So we do know that she is very capable of protecting herself. So I think that is also but I think maybe that's why he should tell her.
Yeah.
But then again, she's only a little girl.
Yeah,
and
I was going to say, she still is a child.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't put so much stress on her because she's already dealing with demons and this strange power that, not normal kids have.
Right.
Or their fathers
normal
have.
people. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm interested to see how Kyle handles that situation of not really being in control and kind of having to let fate run its course, right?
Yeah. And do you think she's going to wake up? I have a feeling that she's not going to die. I have a feeling that she's going to pull through or something's going to happen and she's going to wake up, because I feel like there's a lot of things that we need to find out between Kyle and his mom.
I agree. I definitely agree. I'd like to see her survive, but I think they're going to leave us in angst and suspense for quite a while. But I'd like to see her survive and pull through and tell us some, give us some background and answer some questions, right? We want to know what
lots of questions she needs to answer.
I know.
We're demanding answers.
Kyle's mom.
Speaking to you.
Yeah.
But can we talk about that crazy doctor?
Okay, so
was he creepy or was he creepy?
The doctor was very creepy. Doctor, are you a doctor or are you trying to kill us? We need to know. So, when he was so concerned about Kyle's well-being and his well-being, that kind of threw me for a loop. Although and he did have a point when he said, "This is my job. This is my job. This is my duty. This is the oath that I took." Right.
Right. And not gonna lie, Kyle did kind of look like crap.
Kyle looked a hot mess. That he did, and but something was so strange about the doctor in that moment. I was like, I can't trust him.
There was just that little gut feeling, Yeah, I had that too, where I was like, I want to, I'm trying to believe him because part of me thinks he's a little sincere.
Right.
But then that little piece is don't trust him.
Don't trust him.
Do not trust him.
Yeah. And he's very, that was very shady. And so it's making me wonder now the question is, can we or can't we trust the doctor, right?
Right.
So it's making me wonder, did he make the mom sicker? Right?
Right. That's a really good point, because, we don't know really how she got to that point. We don't know how long she's been in the hospital. Obviously, the doctor did tell Kyle some things, but those could have been lies, depending on if he is really good or bad.
Right.
And we do find out that he is working with Sydney.
Right.
So he did come up and try and bash Kyle's car in after he was kind of stalking him out at the hospital. So he kind of knew Kyle was onto him, and I think he freaked out a little. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with the doctor. I think it's a little suspicious that her health, the mom's health, is declining so rapidly, Right. So I think that we need to keep our eye on the doctor, because he might be an evil scientist.
You're don't get distracted. We need to stay on this.
Right.
We got to remain to always loop back to that topic.
Right. Watch him closely.
All right. So we have a really good TV show recommendation. So if you love Outcast and you love the thriller, the drama, the whole suspense, the supernatural aspect to it. Supernatural is actually a show that's been on air since 2005. So it has about 14 seasons now. The 14th season is actually beginning this October. So you could always join in with that. Or I know that all the seasons are on Netflix. So if you need to binge it, it's totally binge worthy, guys.
Yes.
And a little bit about Supernatural, a lot of the same similar aspects as Outcast, where it has these couple lead characters. It's mainly focused on two brothers, Sam and Dean, but they are on a journey through a darkness. So they're dealing also with another darkness, a little bit different than the demonic possessions, but also a little bit the same because they are demons. Like a couple examples that they deal with are sirens, the chupacabra. Can you say the chupacabra?
Yeah, I can't say that.
Chupacabra. I can't roll my R's, so like I can't say it correctly.
Is that Italian?
No, it's Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Wow. The more you know, guys.
Right.
Yeah, so it follows the two brothers on this journey of also like casting out the demons and the darkness of it all. So would you watch the show? Because I don't think you said that you've ever seen an episode, right?
I've never seen an episode, but I feel like that's a really good recommendation. If you're into Outcast, then that would be the show to watch, it sounds like.
Yeah.
A lot of similarities, but not the same thing. You know, you don't want to watch
it's
the
a
same
little bit
exact thing.
different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Different, a little different theme, but still has some of the same like big things that we love about Outcast.
I'll have to keep an eye out for that in October.
Yeah. Well, you can also binge it on Netflix.
I could do that. I could. Good point.
Definitely get back to me and get back to us if you do end up listening or watching the show. You know, comment on one of our videos and say, you know, hey, like we checked out the episodes.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you think.
We love your feedback, guys. But moving on.
Oh, I have one more. I have a trivia fact to share.
Trivia fact
about the show. Yes. So Robert Kirkman, he actually wrote comic books, and I love his music, by the way. It's so appropriate. So he wrote comic books that were that The Walking Dead is based upon it. But his second, this season, and actually the entire series of Outcast is actually based on Robert Kirkman's comic books. So that's just a little trivia fact I wanted to share with you.
And
about
all of
that.
you.
Yeah,
if you
about
didn't know
that.
already. Surprise.
Yeah. So just, you know, if you like Outcast, check out Supernatural and check out Robert Kirkman's comic book.
Yeah, if you like comic books, definitely, because I know there's way more comic books than seasons right now.
Yes.
So, you know, if you want to jump ahead, find out some spoilers maybe.
Yeah, and then share them with us.
Yes, comment. Well, maybe not publicly because we don't want to ruin it for everybody, but definitely share it with us.
Alert.
Yeah. I'm all for spoiler
Really?
alerts. I love them.
You don't care? Like, if you don't mind?
No, because my thing is the show's so good. I'm still gonna have that suspense when I'm watching.
Yeah, the
it.
whole like shock factor
Yeah.
of the plot twist, and you're like, oh my god, I saw it coming, but didn't still see it coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I heard this was gonna happen, but when I saw it happen, it's a whole nother
I'm
story.
opposite. Like I don't want spoilers, so no one spoil anything for me, please.
All right. We'll keep that in mind, Katie.
Yeah. But Ashley, do you have any other news besides those couple trivia facts that we got?
Yeah.
TV News.
All right, you guys. So you may or may not know that actor Reg E. Cathy, who actually plays Chief Giles, actually passed away this past February from lung cancer. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing him in season 3, but it will be interesting to see what happens with his character this season 2, right?
Yeah. Well, that's so sad, and it's almost more nostalgic now that we are watching season 2 and we're seeing his character. And I don't know, it makes me a little sad to know that if there is a season 3, because we're unsure right now, they have yet to cancel or renew. But if there is a season 3, I think it will be very sad that he's not gonna be. Do you think he would be replaced, or do you think that they would try and kill off his character?
I don't know if they can kill him off because I'm sure they didn't. I don't know how they're gonna do. I don't know how they're gonna spin that. I hope they don't kill him off. Maybe he just goes away. But not
on a long trip.
Right, don't kill him off on
to the farm.
Right,
where
right.
you know your ducks and
he
cats
decided
used
to move away. Yeah, he wanted to move away from all the possessions, all the demonic possession.
Get out of the town, the crazy town of Rome.
Exactly. So just rest in peace to Reg E. Cathy. He was also on a few other shows, really popular shows, The Wire, and some other shows. So rest in peace to him.
Yeah, he will definitely be
he'll
missed.
be missed.
Yeah.
All right. So Outcast fans already can't get enough of season 2, right? So the question buzzing around online is, will there be a season 3? So sources are speculating that there could or couldn't be a season 3, but ultimately it all is going to fall on the ratings from season 2. So let's make sure we are supporting if we want to continue seeing all the suspenseful action and mysteries that take place on Outcast,
guys,
right?
we got to get another season.
Yes.
Come on, comment, email them, call those producers and directors.
Right.
Do anything you can.
Right. We want to see this show continue.
Definitely. Okay. But I did hear that ratings were down a little bit more for season 2.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if that's going to really affect it too much or not. So just pray there's a season 3, guys.
Yes.
All
so
right.
that does it for news.
Yeah. All right. So now we're going to get into predictions.
Oh.
Boy.
I'm feeling something.
Is it coming to you? Is it coming to
me?
you?
It's coming to me. I know exactly what's gonna happen.
What? Tell me. Enlighten us.
I will. All right. So as outlandish as this sounds, I do think that Kyle's mom is gonna be healed and she's going to wake up. And I think that she's going to not only is she going to wake up, but she's going to wake up and tell us all the shady things that doctor did to her.
She's going to be like, Kyle, you put me in that coma.
Yes. And then Kyle's going to go after the doctor and handle him for messing with his mom. But like we said a little bit earlier, it'd be nice to see Kyle's mom awaken from the coma and fill us in on the background story.
I definitely need way more information.
And I think Kyle might need some answers too. So I think that would be a healing moment for him. And obviously that would positively affect his relationship with his daughter. Although I feel like he has a great relationship with his daughter. He's very attentive.
Too. Yeah, he's a great dad.
Yeah.
You know, through all the messiness and the craziness that happens, I feel like he really is a good dad. You know, and he tried to take her out of town at one time and at end of season 1, and obviously they came back. So a little sad.
Yeah, he realized that he can't leave Rome.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't that be? Rome, Italy was my first thought.
Right.
I know. Rome, West Virginia, guys. Not as beautiful, but still just as great, probably.
So, Katie, what is your prediction? What do you think is going to happen?
So, I feel like we have kind of been watching Kyle run after Sydney, been chasing after Sydney, been trying to find Sydney because, you know, Sydney is the man who said, you know, you're from where I'm from. Like, we're from the same place. And he's he's from hell. And so I don't think Kyle wants to believe that he is from the underworld, right? Because he does have these strange powers. How else would he have these? So I'm thinking he's going to run into Sydney, and I think we're going to also get some answers from that.
I think that'd be interesting to see Sydney come back and see what happens with that. Yeah. I think that'll happen too. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Okay. We can touch and agree.
We're gonna touch and agree.
Where's our sci-fi?
Our prediction music. We're predicting.
Oh, there it is.
All right, guys, but we want to know your predictions, so make sure that you do subscribe and comment down in the section below. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and talking with us all about Outcast Season 2, Episode 1 and 2, because it was super fun. A lot of craziness happened. And I would love to keep this conversation going. Yes. So follow me on all my social media at KatieWolski _.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Ms. Ashley Marie. That's MIZZ Ashley Marie. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. And we'll
see you guys later.
Buzz you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.